YouTube Nation, and welcome back for yet another vintage-ish toy review. Look at this weird thing. It's a transformer. It's something, and we're going to dive into it, and we cannot wait. So what this is J Balvintron. So this is J Balvin, a Colombian singer and artist, and this is the ninth collaboration, it's 8th or 9th collaboration, I cannot remember. So inside of this is a repaint of Soundwave from the G1 line. Now, in this box, we've got this kind of a thing, the J Balvintron or J Balvin transformer, a collaborative. The only one that I've ever seen of this, or at least that I have a knowledge of, was Linkin Park did something of this nature. I think it's cool. It's got the battery, Decepticon. So if you look back here, just a short little read about it. 3 figures, 3 accessories, and an instruction. J Balvin is trademark of that and everything else, which is fantastic. Good times. It doesn't really say anything about what's in here. So we're going to crack it open as we do, and we're going to take a look at this. So we slide it out. All right, we've got an instruction manual here, I think. Yeah, it's an instruction manual. So again, it's G1 Soundwave, and it's got some colors and it's got some funk to it and everything else. Even the instruction manual is 100% colorful. I love it. Here's a kind of a quick cassette to robot, and then some ejection instructions. Got the accessories coming back here, and then we're going to get a Ravage and a laser beak, kinda, of what's cooking with this. So, as we look and as we see, we have this fancy thing. So this is really special. So I was searching on Big Bad Toy Store just for G1 Transformer things, and this really caught my eye. And the reason why it caught my eye is because of how just bright. It's got a big happy face on it. So we're going to cut the plastics here. Hopefully we can get to all of them. Now, for anybody that has never had a G1 Soundwave, I have had several G1 Soundwaves in my life. I love it. It is one of the best, not characters. Well, I take that back. He is one of the best characters, but he's also one of the best Transformers in the line, and it's very hard to dispute that. It's especially for a kid in the 80s when it's just a masterful way of using a tape deck, which for all you young whippersnappers, that's how we listened to music back then, even before CDs. This thing is terrible. Let's get him kind of over here. So really, the transformations and everything for this are gonna be, look at all those. Ugh. God, I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. So let's just, all right, so we've got one of the cassettes. What a wonky, I love everything about it. It's got the batteries on it. It's got the laser bolts. This is Laserbeak or Buzzsaw, whichever one you want to go with. We're going to get into some weapons here, and we'll get into these weapons here a little bit more in detail. And then this is a Ravage, so he's going to look a little bit like a tiger, which is pretty cool. Does look like there's some eyes and some teeth and some things here. That's going to look neat, and I already love the color scheme for it. Already 100% love it. We've got some Ravage weapons, so they are pretty close to G1. I'm sure they have been redone in this form, like Laserbeak's gun is a whole lot longer in G1, and they're definitely not, Ravage's guns are not gold. And then we've got this big mamma jamma. We'll take a look at that. Then we have a couple of pew cool accessories here for the firepower, which I like having 2 of them. That's a pretty neat thing. And then we're gonna pop out the main guy here. So this is Soundwave. And again, everything is going to transform just like it would in an original line. So as we take a look at this, this is going to be going into here from what it looks like. So a double pew pew. Looks like it will have a 1. I don't know what this is all about here of having a double handle, because he should only have one. Does this transform or do anything? Oh, it splits apart. I see. Makes more sense. Okay, I like it. Diving into it. So a double barrel gun. So it will have a split apart, and if this falls down as such, like that, that should go right into the pegs for him to where the Soundwave hands have holes, and then you're going to get a double Energon blast. That is really cool, too. I'm sure this has been in something. I do not have the transformer that it came with. This is kind of one of... It's not kind of... It's one of my very first, like, redos of these that's not meant to be 100% like the original. I'm digging the looks of this, though. So... the first thing I'm noticing is a lot of plastic, but there are some metal parts. So the feet are metal, and that's pretty cool. So Soundwave on the transformation, a leg's going to come down, a leg's going to come out very tight on the joints. Makes me real nervous about it. Got real cool details on that. I love the blue. I love that the decals are already on it. I love that already. Let's see if the eject works. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. And good detail inside of there, just like the G1 original from 40 years ago. Arm comes out, hands, head, and a swivel. All right, very, very cool. Now, let's see if this, it does come off. So what ended up doing, for anybody that didn't know, and I don't see it in the instructions or anything. So he would come with a shoulder cannon and a cannon for his hands. Not coming in this because we're getting those two big dudes over there. I love the head, the very rainbowish colored head. I'm a fan. I'm very much a fan of this. So the guns that we were seeing earlier, you can have them go in. That is a very heavy... let's just see if it will. It will. All right. I'm actually shocked by that. I thought that the big gun was going to knock him over. So that is very neat that gets to stay and that gets to hang in there. I guess if you really wanted to, you could put this in here. It doesn't really go in there, but it is a hole enough for it to go in there. So I'm probably not going to have the guns on display with him just because they're about as big as he is, and I want him to stand up. So that's kind of a cool thing. So let's look at Tigertron here, or whatever this is going to be called. You can leave it in the comments of what this is, but I love it. So Ravage for the transformation. This is the cassette. His tail pops out, his head pops out, and then his feet just unfold as such. And then he's got some paws there that do the same. Just like any other Ravage, you can have him strike a pose or anything else. Ravage, always one of the hardest ones to stand. Does he stand? Yeah, he'll stand. That's pretty cool. And then his gold guns with the wings out, but the scope goes up as such, so there actually is a correct and a wrong and all that good way to do it. You could put him in either one of them. I always, for some reason, put it towards his back, like such, but you can take these off and put them in the front if you wanted to have him like that. So you could have it, I guess, like that. I was always a back hole as a kid. I don't know why. You can insert your dirty joke right there. That's kind of funny. But to have the eyes and back there is kind of a neat thing. And so you've got a little tiger-ish Ravage, which is very cool. Very, very, very cool. And I like the colors. They pop. That's very 80s-ish. Going into the 90s. That's very cool. So let's jump over here real quick to Laserbeak. Got some lightning bolts and some stuff like that. So this one doesn't feel as metally. The head does feel metally, though, which is kind of cool. So you crack down a arm out, not an arm, a wing. Foot falls down. A wing. A foot falls down. Wings shoot out. Wings shoot out. Head slides out as such like this. And then he just kind of comes up. And Laserbeak Guns always to the outside, so it'll match up like that and fit. And the cool thing is the little lever there by the feet, that stops it from kind of going wonky. And then you have a laser beak that will sit right there on J Balvintron's shoulder. Let's get Ravage. Let's see, because I've always been a bummer about Ravage. I've never liked just the paper thin Ravage, so I always kind of poop on him a little bit. And to honestly transform him is a bitch. To get him in that square, see this up. This is where it gets a little wonk for everybody, especially me. That's definitely going to stay like that. I do believe this goes in as such, like that. And then this one goes in as such. Maybe it goes first. I don't know. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Bam, bam. We got him. All right, Ravage is in. Watch out there, Laserbeak wannabe. Let's put it Tiger Stripes in this way. And then bam. So Ravage is, or the Tigertron or whatever goes in there. Fake Laserbeak goes up there with the white. Man, I love it. I think it looks great. It's a very cool toy. This is a cool description. I don't know really much about this singer, but I do think he makes a cool Soundwave, which I'm very, very thankful for doing. Like I said, I was on Big Bad Toy Store and was shopping through it, and it was a Christmas pickup for me. My wife bought it for me. Loved it. It's a great toy. All right, until next time, enjoy this. What do you all think about it? Do we hate these colors? Do we like these colors? I very much enjoy it, and I think it's fantastic. So until next time, peace out, home skillets.